in the tens place first. That's going to let you know which tens you're starting with, which value you're starting with. So if it is 354, what digit is in the tens place? 354. 5, absolutely. So what value is that 5? 50. Good. So we will know that it's either going to be 300 and rounding to the nearest 10. The answer is going to either be 350 or what's the next 10?
4.
Next 10 we're 350. 360. Okay. So our answer is either going to be 350 or 360. So with that being said, this is how you're going to think about it. Okay. So say we said our number was 364. 364. Okay, so there are 4 people that live in the house. This is going to help you remember, do I need to go towards 350, if I need to go backwards, or if I need to go forward. 4 people live in the house. It's the mom, the dad, the mom, the sister, and the brother. Okay? If it's 4 people in their house, then they just want to have family time. So you're going to go back to where you're going to go backwards. Well, say now it's 3 people in the house. It's the mom and the 2 kids. She can't have no more kids over the house because she's only worried about her own kids. She's like, no, I just need to focus on my kids. My kids over here running crazy, acting crazy. I need to make sure I keep an eye on my kids, all right? So with that being said, we can't add 1 more because you just got to go backwards, okay? Now it's 2. It's 2 kids at home, and it's the older sister watching the little brother, and they can't have any friends over when their parents aren't home, right? So we're not gonna add anything else. Then it's the 1 person. Whoever's 1 person in the house, they want some quiet time. They don't want to invite anybody over. So we're not going to add 1 more to the tens place. We're gonna go back to 350. Okay? But say we had 358. You're going to go, because remember, I didn't tell you this, but we're being nosy neighbors. We're trying to decide if we can come over. And so with that being said, you're deciding if you can come over. So we said if it's 4, they're having family time. So can we come over? No. If it's 3, it's the mom and the 2 kids. She doesn't need any extra kids. So can we come over? No. If it's 2, it's just the siblings at home by themselves without their parents. And so can you come over? No, because there's not an adult there. Then if it's 1, then that means, no, I can't come over because they're just trying to have a peaceful, quiet time. So with that being said, we're not going to add 1 more, okay? Because remember, the rule is if it's 5 or more, add 1 more. If it's 4 or less, let it rest. With that being said, we're talking about the tens place, and we're looking in the ones place. We're trying to see how many people, how many 1s are there to decide what we're going to do with the tens, all right? So let's move forward. We say, okay, now you look over and you see that it's 5 people over there. They let their cousin come over. Well, the more the merrier. Let's just add 1 more. So then that means we will go skip over to the next 10, not the 10 that you started with. The next 10, we're going to add 1 more. If it's a 6 in the ones place, oh man, they have their cousin over there and their other cousin. The more the merrier. Add 1 more. Well, say it's a 7 in the ones place. Am I doing 7? Yeah. So 7 in the ones place. So now it's, oh man, they let their 2 cousins and our neighbor from down this way. The more the merrier. Add 1 more. Excuse me. The more the merrier. Add 1 more. Now we have 8. Oh man, I know I definitely can come over now because they have the 2 cousins, the neighbor from down the street, and our friend from school. The more the merrier. We're going to do what? Add 1 more. Then, if it's a 9 in the ones place, oh man, I definitely can come over because they have their 2 cousins, our neighbor from down the street, our 1 friend from school, and then our other friend from school. I definitely can come over because the more the merrier. We can do what? Add 1 more. So when you're looking at it and you're looking in the ones place, you need to see, okay, hold on. Who is at the house right now? Can I come over? If it's 4, can I come over?
No.
No. If it's 3, can I come over?
No.
2 in the ones place?
No.
So you have a number line. A number line is a little bit easier because you have a visual. So I want you to think about if it's an emergency and you need to make an exit strategy, okay? So what we're going to do is, first we're going to make our number line. Because sometimes you'll have a paper with a number line already made, all right? Next, sometimes they'll just give you this right here. And you'll be like, man, I don't know where to start. So let's look where to start. We're rounding to the nearest 10, right?
Yes.
So we need to look in the what place?
The 10th.
10th place first, because that's letting us know where we're going to start. Our number line is going to start here. Now, looking at the 10th place, do we care about the 100th place right now?
No.
So it's going to stay the same. So that is 700, right? Because it was a 7 in the hundreds. Now, what digit is in the 10th place? 5 is the digit, remember? What is the value? 50. So we're going to start with 750. What's the next 10?
760.
760, not 765, 760. We're counting by tens. We say 700. Count with me. 710, 720, 730, 740, 750, 760. That's the next 10. Now we need a midway point. And remember yesterday I told you half of 10 is 5. So our midway point is always going to be the 5 in between. So if we were counting by 5, we would do 745, 750, 755. Absolutely. And then 755, 760. Keep going to make sure that your answers are correct. Because if you keep double checking, you're bound to have the correct answer. Now we just draw some little tick marks in here to fill up our space. So we have 750, 751, 52, 751, 752, 750, 751, 752, 753, 754, 755, 756, 757, 758, 759, 760. Now let's find our number. What is our number?
758.
758. So we have 755, 756, 757, 758. You're going to write a little dot to let you know what your number is. And you can do it right here, 758, if you want to write your numbers in. Now, this is where you have to decide. It's an emergency. You have to exit the building. There's an exit at 750. There's an exit at 760. Which is the quickest and safest way out?
760.
760. Does it make sense to run all the way back here?
No.
No. The quickest way out, the quickest way you just go in and out real quick is 760. So we're rounding 758 to the nearest 10. What is the answer?
760.
760. Good. Okay? And same would apply with our nosy neighbor rule. You would look in the ones place and say, okay, it's 8 people over there, so the more the merrier. I can go ahead and add one more to the 10th place, and it'll be 760. But the number line, I want you to kind of think of, okay, which is the closest door that I can get out if it was an emergency. So let's try another number. Let's do 362. That was our suggestion before, but I'd already written my number. So 362. So now we're going to have our number line. And we know that we're going to start with what number in the hundreds place? What number is it? 3 is in the hundreds place in our new number. Then, looking in the tens place here, what digit is this? 6. What is the value?
60.
So I know I'm going to start my number line with 360. What is the next 10?
370.
370. Uh-oh. Y'all wasn't going to correct me? I was just going to let me have 360 twice? 370. Listen, your teacher is human. Your teacher makes mistakes all the time. If I make a mistake, let me know. So our midway point is the 5 in between. What is the 5 in between, Savion?
365.
365, absolutely. 365. 365. So then we have 361, 362, 363, 364, 365, 366, 367, 368, 369, 370. So finding our number on the number line, we have 360, 361, 362. Okay, so now looking at this here, we say, okay, it's an emergency. I need to find my quickest way out. Am I gonna run all the way to 370?
No.
No, I'm gonna double back and I'm gonna go to 360 because 360 is my closest exit. My closest and safest exit is 360, okay? And so when you are rounding to the nearest 10, 362 rounded to the nearest 10 is what?
360.
Somebody said 370. Let's look at it. We're at 362. Does it make sense to run all the way this way? Or does it make sense to go right back here? Back. So we're rounding 362 to the nearest 10. What is the answer? We have 515. We know that in the hundreds place, there's a 5. So we're going to just drop it down because we're not even looking at that right now. So 5 here. Now we have a 1 in the tens place. 10 is the value of what? 10. We don't have to count past any tens, it's just 10. So we're going to start with 510. What is the next 10?
520.
520. 520. Good. So now, the midway point. What is the number that's in the middle?
515.
515. 515. Good. And for formality, we will continue. We'll fill in our number line. 510. No, let's not. Because sometimes you'll get a blank number line and you don't even have to fill it in. Let's just not even fill it in. We know that our number is 515, so we're going to put our dot right here on 515. Now, looking at this, using our exit strategy, the nearest exit, we're dead smack in the middle, right? So it is the same amount of space between the next time, the next exit, and the exit behind us, correct? So I want you to think about it. If you're in the middle, don't go back. Keep going forward.
So it's 520.
So, yes, so it's 520, absolutely. So I want you to think, this is what I'm saying, think about it. You're saying, okay, hold on. It's an emergency, I'm right in the middle. Don't look back, keep going forward, okay? So that goes with the, if it's 5 or more, add 1 more. So if we're looking at a number line, if it's 5 or more goes this way. 4 or less goes this way. So this would be like 514, okay? So if it's 4 or less, you let it rest and you keep the same 10. If it's 5 or more, add 1 more 10, okay? So using the number line based off of our exit strategy theory, don't look back. Keep going forward. Yes.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
What if it's
195? Absolutely. We can definitely do that. So you said 195. Excellent question, Jasmine. Okay. 195. I love that you're asking questions. 195. So let's think. We've counted by tens up to like what, 700 the other day?
Yeah.
So we're gonna use that as our base. So in the 100s place, do we care about the 100s place this time? No, we're just gonna drop it right on down. It's gonna stay the same. So 1. Then what number is in our tens place? 9. What's that value? 90. Start at 170 and count by tens with me, okay? 170, 180, 190, 200. So what is my next 10? 200. Okay? So if you are rounding to the nearest 10 and it is in the 90s, you're going to go to whatever the next 100 is, okay? So if it's 395,
It's gonna be 400.
if the 400 is just gonna be 390 and 400. So it's whatever the next 100 is. And we're gonna do something else now that you've asked this question, Jasmine. So our number is 195, sorry, 195. And so we said, are we gonna look back?
No.
No, we're gonna keep running forward. So what will be 195 rounded to the nearest 10?
200.
200, okay?